For today, we'll be learning how to drum. Just like any other instrument, the drums require a great deal of patience and practice in order to hone one's skill level. Today, we will cover some of the basic foundations of drumming, including the parts of the drum set, proper stick technique and posture, and a few basic tips and beats to learn. We will begin by naming the parts of the drum set, starting with the bass drum. The bass drum is the lowest and largest drum on the drum set. It can be played using pedals located at the drummer's feet. Double pedals can be added to the drum set in order to increase speed and heaviness to play different styles of music. Next, we have our snare drum. This drum, including the bass drum, is most frequently used in the kit. The snare drum gets its name for the snare that can be raised or lowered at the bottom of the drum using a lever on the side of the drum. There are different parts to each cymbal. These are the edge, the shoulder, and the bell. Each part of the cymbal will produce a different sound. This is what the cymbal will sound like hit from the edge. Now from the shoulder. And lastly, from the bell. Lastly, we have the hi-hat cymbal, possibly one of the most important cymbals in the drum set. The hi-hat cymbal is actually two cymbals that are together on a cymbal stand. There's a foot pedal on the cymbal stand so that you can distinguish the distance between the two cymbals, allowing you to achieve different types of sound. Wide open, midway, and closed. When playing the hi-hat cymbal, in the closed setting, you're going to get a clean chick sound, such as so. In the next setting, where the hi-hat is slightly raised, but the cymbals are still just almost touching, will be in the mid setting, where you get a noisy wash tone. And finally, when we have the cymbals wide open, it's going to create a very noisy overtone. Now that we've fully gone through the parts of the drum set, we can begin to play it. However, you can't just pick up sticks and start hitting whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want. You have to learn the proper posture and stick holding technique. First off, we need to make sure that your knees are going to be at a 90-degree angle with the pedals that you are setting your feet on. The pedals that you will be setting your feet on initially are the bass drum and the hi-hat stand. This makes for optimal comfort. When holding a drumstick properly, you will make sure that you're holding the stick at least a third of the way up from its base. This allows you to have enough room so that you can hit the drum or any cymbal with the stick, but also so that you will have control by holding it a third of the way up. We're going to start by taking your index finger and your thumb and just placing it right at the third and wrapping it around. Next, we'll take these final fingers and wrap them around so that you have a firm grip on the drumstick, but you allow for movement within your palm. The first beat we will learn is a single stroke roll. noted by a single hit by each hand. Here's a demonstration. Next, I will play the single stroke roll with the bass drum on every fourth note in order to add depth, and it also helps you keep time while you're playing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next beat we will learn is the double stroke roll, noted by 2 hits, where you will be bouncing the tip of the drumstick off of the drum in order to get 2 full hits, and then the next get another 2 full hits, and once they're blended together, you will get the nice crisp drum roll sound that you hear in the movies. And I will demonstrate this right now. The strategies that I've taught you today are some of the basic foundations of drumming. There are still many more techniques that you can learn in order to excel in this instrument. I hope that you've learned a lot today, and happy drumming!